Shukor nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Usaleng sangma UMP kaluk sabha natura parliamentary constituency uloong bakat kumgijing yathu blayolum niki khubor kabalaja hagithan Galpara Hagaru Hills kalawan ra ka Jingshah kabajur bha hakajila Meghalaya Hakapor bo em sangma ulali banjurep ya kajaka bala keno badan kakam thai bi an layathu baula sha thombor hakakanhon briu klem da yo jingtep nagalyang parsha kani ka jingjak lapmi ka Jingshah e ka bakraw yaki pat ba ka Garo Hills bat ka jilahi barok away shakila not bat chakaying ka Senjong u Henry ringkat bat ka Jingshah e kalami ru ka jingbitar bat ka jingbam sngohun ka bajur haki pat ba Garo kamtam e persha yaki kanhun runar kibala keno badan kti hakani ka jingja hadin kani ka Sorkar jilla kalhab ban tuklar ban te lakam ya ka jingya pher happening ki jaj ban rewa pher khnang ban penne ya ka jingsuk bat ka jingya songtho ulong baki pat ba ki bu jingkli shapang ka jingshlor jangki diki ken hon runar ki balal not ban thombor ki NGO ki brang persang ban tokit ya ka khai bi an kam dei tang kani ka wei ka jingja henry ulong ba kum ki ni ki jingja ki lojija bon sien manshwaru ha kani ka jingya dei ka jingyap jong we ubreu kalami ka jingja henry hadu menta ompat Shai lagadon em kinu ki briu ki basha kem halor kate ka jingja.
Whatever has happened in the Garo Hills, especially in that Galpara area, Singamari. Now, Dalseng M. Sangma, who went for the inspection without having any informations from the other side, it seems like there was this gang of people who ambushed them. That's why from every corner of Garo Hills and Meghalaya, the sympathy is pouring in to the victim and his family. But the anger and the rage amongst the Garos, especially for this particular gang members, was so much that the government itself has to come down and then, stop all the other communities to make sure that peace prevails. But the gangs, why they sprout out? Imagine that one in the first place itself. Why they have that courage to attack the NGOs? Not just once, many times. One of the guy from Tikekila was also killed by some gang members. We don't know. I don't know whether they have arrested any individual from the Tikekila who was killed. Right now, we have seen against this Dalseng M. Sangma, 2-3 was arrested. But it's a gang. The gang of criminals. How they have organized and why they have that particular guts, the courage to attack the NGO who were trying to inquire the illegal quarry that is being planted in that particular area. Why government was not doing anything about these illegal activities that was happening before their eyes, nose itself? There are forest department, there are police department, there are other departments also, revenue departments. Why they were not acting before? Why they were letting it happen? But let me tell you one thing regarding this particular illegal activities that is happening. At the very instance, I could see the first, when the government MDA was there, they have encouraged these illegal activities to sprout out. It seems like they have built this particular government by legitimizing the illegal activities within the state. Look at the illegal smuggling that is happening within our Meghalaya. Look at the illegal transportations. Look at all the illegal that is happening. Now, because of under this particular MDA government only, more than 3 lakhs, youths from 15 to 29 years has been, the drugs addicted right now. I'm not saying this one. It's the government report only. Okay. What about the HIV? What about the cattle smuggling? What I heard is the day before yesterday itself, around hundreds of, cattle was smuggled through that Adogri. Through Adogri, there is one police station, and that police station was not doing anything at all. Imagine if you are legitimizing this kind of illegal activities and allowing such kind of smugglings and illegal quarries and illegal, all sorts of, whatever illegal that is happening within the state. If you're not doing so, you are encouraging, emboldening the gangs to come up and take up such action and the brutal murder that is happening because of this government only. You just cannot blame anybody, okay, for anything that is happening within the state. If the government is encouraging any illegal activities, they are encouraging to change whatever is threatening their business, they are encouraged to take any further step. Now, for example, when this cattle smuggling is smuggled to Bangladesh, when they are coming back, what sorts of materials they are bringing back along with them? Whether the government is concerned about, and who is encouraging, unless until some big higher individual or big someone is there, they will not be encouraged that hundreds of vehicles with the cattle will be able to pass through the border area and through the main road itself. How these illegal quarries has brought out, how many individuals, officers have been arrested so far for after condemning the killing by the gangs. Who encouraged the gangs? Whether there are any higher up who is encouraging them? Because whenever you talk about the illegal activities or any illegal quarries, do you think the laborers will be bold enough to kill the NGOs? No, not at all. The laborers, the daily wages, they work hand to hand and they feed the people, their family. Who encourages them at the very instance itself? Whether it was a laborer or the quarry owner or somebody who is behind the quarry owner. Okay? It's a big question. When you are allowing such illegal activities within the state, which was supposed to be earned by if it is legitimately given the legally, if it is done legally, that means we could have garnered revenues even to the state also. We are losing the, revenue even to the state by allowing the illegal activities to happen. But if something which should not be allowed, like smuggling of drugs, smuggling of other, cattle, all those things, but allowing the quarry, we could have legally allowed. But why the state is looking that particular quarry to be illegally operated? Why it is operational? Because of some individual? Because if it is legally allowed, then the revenue would have come to the state, not to some private pocket. Okay? So this is where the system itself is very, very wrong. After when somebody is killed, just condemning it will not bring back the life. But it is very dangerous trend that we are creating for the future also. I'm worried that in the future, if we allow these kinds of illegal activities to happen, not only now, not only then, but in the future, I'm telling you, where will our youth will be going, and what will happen to our indigenous people who are, legitimately, culturally, born and brought up here in our own community? How our people will react when we will be pushed out from our own, place? What will happen to us in the days to come if we encourage these illegal activities to keep on happening? Whether any action, not only to arrest that particular gangs, those whoever has killed, our young people, not only in that Golgaon, even in Tikikila also, even in that other parts of Kasils also, even in the border area also, any officers involved should be taken into cognizance and then taken into consideration, and they should be taken some kind of an action. Now, before anybody's jurisdiction is somebody is allowing that particular officers to be that officers is supposed to be taken into some kind of an action. That's why I am worried about the future of Meghalaya.